Yo, what's up YouTube family? It's your boy Koozie back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to some creepy and bizarre TikTok reactions. I'm talking about the kindness and how you're questioning reality. With that said, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new fire content that you definitely don't want to miss. One more thing, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything that you hear or see in these videos. Don't believe anything that I say in these videos. Always do your own research and always use your own discernment. Let's get right to it.
This is really starting to get crazy, and there's so many different ways it could end. So if you did not know, the president of Iran's helicopter went down. They don't know why. There's a bunch of people on board, and a lot of people are thinking that he had passed away in the crash. Now this whole situation gets astronomically weirder that you won't even believe me, but wait 1 second. But there's a ton of conflicting reports coming out all at the same time. The only one that reported that he actually passed away from this crash was Israel. My question is, how would Israel know before anybody else? Israel's war room also posted a helicopter for the helicopter crash. Then we have independent as well as some Middle Eastern stations saying that they found the crash. Not even 20 minutes later, Iranian officials come out and say that's not true. They did not find the helicopter nor the crash. So why were so many reports saying that they found it? That's weird, but wait, could this be? It's also really important to note that when the helicopter crashed, it was really bad visibility conditions. Here is the weirdest freaking part. Iran wants to say the president was resurrected. So, according to Emra Dushush, whoever, the helicopter has been found. They're preparing for a heroic welcome. The president is back from the dead. He worked so hard. This is what I am seeing. So Israel claims that he passed away. Then a whole bunch of conflicting reports all saying the opposite of each other. To possibly him just coming back to life? Now I don't think that'll happen, but what if he had some crazy wound to the head and came back to life? And now on Fox they're saying that they could be using it for propaganda. All I know is that if Israel was involved with this, things are about to get insane.
At Fallon, Congressman, thanks for joining us here and rolling with this breaking situation coming out of Iran right now. What do you make of what you've heard so far? What we do know from Iranian state television and Iranian media is that the president in a helicopter, there was a hard landing as they've described it, but they're trying to get rescue crews to this remote part of Iran. What do you think's going on there?
Well, Rich, I do think that, you have to, this is a totalitarian regime, so you know they're lying when their lips are moving. What probably happened, we don't know yet for sure.
Y'all too.
But what probably happened was an accidental helicopter crash. Maybe it was maintenance, maybe it was pilot error, but they probably, in the Iranian view, won't let this tragedy go to waste. And as you said before, perhaps we'll blame the United States, the great Satan, or the little Satan in Israel. But
holy smokes, you're not going.
Hey man, y'all got to let me know what y'all think about that. It's definitely something creepy going on.
Believe this, but
America, we got to talk about this, and we got to talk about this right now. Because something is happening in the next couple of days. Guys, this app will forever change. And the information I'm getting ready to give you needs to go straight to your mind for you to think about this. Because if you don't, you're gonna be in hot water, okay? So here on TikTok, in an effort to appease the government, they have given, or not have, on the 17th of this month, will give a backdoor access to the government. What does that mean? Well, as of right now, the moderators here on TikTok, the ones who look at your content and decide whether it's good or it has to go, is through AI. Well, on the 17th, that will all change. It will now be a human that looks at your content before your content is released to the masses. But who is that human? Well, they have given that up to the government in an effort to say, hey, you know what? If you don't think that our moderation is up to standards, why don't you guys do it? And then let us know what you think. So your content will now be seen through a moderator, human moderator, that is put in place by the government. Be careful. Be very careful about it.
Say, man, if that ain't creepy to y'all, man, I don't know what is. Let me know what y'all thinking about that.
Divided in 4 basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. This is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students. The demoralization process in the United States is basically completed already. It's done by Americans to Americans, thanks to lack of moral standards. The next stage is destabilization. It takes only from 2 to 5 years to destabilize a nation. What matters is essentials: economy, foreign relations, defense systems. The next stage, of course, is crisis. It may take only up to 6 weeks to bring a country to the verge of crisis. And after crisis, with a violent change of power, structure, and economy, you have normalization. It may last indefinitely. This is what will happen in the United States if you allow all these schmucks to bring the country to crisis, to promise people all kind of goodies and the paradise on earth.
I promise you.
To destabilize your economy, to eliminate the principle of free market competition, and to put a big brother government in Washington, D.C. Your leftists, all these professors and all these beautiful civil rights defenders, they are instrumental in the process of the subversion only to destabilize the nation.
Did y'all see the post about the Catholic Church saying that we might be seeing supernatural paranormal activity soon? Look at this. Now, one thing I want to say is, y'all, is that 2024 is one of the most wild years thus far. Look, even the dog peeped it. Look. Gotta be careful who you walking past and shit like that nowadays, y'all. You ever felt like when you just walking past somebody, your whole mood and everything just changed probably because of shit like that? Look at this. Did y'all see that? Oh my god!
There are currently videos all over Twitter right now with what appears to be, what they're claiming to be, a meteor. They're even saying that they believe they know where it landed, but for something to be that big and that bright to land without making a sound, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying that is really, really bright. I've never seen a meteor that bright before. And wasn't that the same color as the Devil's Comet that was present during the eclipse?
I was just about to say that.
This is around supposedly where it fell. Look at this though, look at the lens flare. There's something round. I'm not trying to wear a tinfoil hat right now, I'm just saying there's something round and pointing like a craft of some sort. I don't know. What do y'all think? It must just be the skeptic in me, but to me this seems like something more. What do y'all think it is? Do y'all believe in meteors? Let me know in the comments.
No, for real though, man, that definitely reminded me of the Devil's Comet. Let me know what y'all think that was, a meteor, spacecraft, or what, down below in the y'all had that problem with the fruit lately? Because that was definitely fake. That's watermelon. Everybody know watermelon's supposed to be sour.
This shit is crazy. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's windy as fuck. Oh my god, it's so fucking windy, dude. Holy shit. Oh shit. That wind is fast.
I know you guys heard about the storm in Houston, but you guys seen how it started? Check this out. Look how dark it gets, y'all. Look at this. Oh my goodness. It's like God's just turned off the lights, y'all. It's like God literally turned off the lights, and this is what happened. Look at that. Just literally a few seconds later, this is the...
It doesn't even like come up as dark as it is. Oh, there we go. That's scary.
So that's really the darkness of it, y'all. Nobody was safe from this. Check this out. Look. So not only Houston was getting bad weather, but Dublin, Texas was also getting it, y'all. Look at this cow, this poor cow getting pummeled by hell. Now check out these huge buildings, y'all. Look at this. Look at what the hell did to these buildings. Torrential rain, non-stop rain. Look at what the hell did to these buildings, y'all. Look at that. Remember this cloud that was just seen in Texas 2 days ago, and then all this weather miraculously happened in Texas? They're just not abducting cows. Look at this, huh? Look at the cows. They're not just abducting cows. What y'all think this is? In Texas too. Crazy things going on around the world because we live in crazy times. This new age is calling for some crazy things happening. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift, y'all. Peace.
Y'all let me know what y'all think. Are these storms natural or do they seem unnatural, like they man-made? Because that definitely looked like somebody turned the lights off. Shout out to Conscious Loose and the rest of the creators out here. Thank y'all for the content. Let's continue.
Because people...
Ooh, man, what a cliffhanger, man. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I definitely got to find part 2 of that, of the rest of that, because we got to see what happened, man. That's crazy.
The last question, I asked you to do this earlier, but I just want you to do it even more, go detailed. What do you predict will happen next in the future? You know, it's like you see it before it happens.
Kathy White's true killer is going to be unveiled.
Ooh.
And it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah. Show him the tape, Diddy. You got it.
Oh, man.
That might buy you a little time.
Uh-oh.
You should probably stop looking for plastic surgeons.
Man.
Looking for a new life, new face.
Ooh.
We gonna hang you high. Jay-Z too. Beyonce too. And we gonna round up all the fans. Cause see, I love a good gay man. I just can't stand him. And that's what it is.
With that being
You
said,
want to know what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
I'm about to f up America.
Oh,
That's what's about to happen next.
here we go.
No more filter. From this point forward, any word that I say, I ain't holding back. And I ain't saying alleged either. Y'all said I was lying the first time. Now it turns out I'm telling the truth. You still don't want to admit that I was right, but you don't want to admit that you was wrong. So really, then the diplomacy doesn't matter. Fuck you. I'm going to just keep ruining your lives with the truth.
And here we go.
Remember when we said Diddy is fighting tooth and nail to make sure he doesn't go down alone? Well, it looks like his plans are finally succeeding because he just brought undeniable evidence of how Jay-Z allegedly unalived his mistress, Kathy White, to protect Beyonce. Allegedly, Kathy White got pregnant for Jay-Z and was threatening to do a tell-all interview about the affair around the same time Beyonce also announced that she was pregnant. And thinking of the absolute chaos Kathy's tell-all would be, Jay-Z made the obvious choice and decided to delete his mistress. Sources are now saying Diddy has strong evidence evidence that can prove everything that went down, so Jay's days as a free man might be counted. Y'all better get comfy because we are about to break this down. So, there has been a lot of noise about how Diddy is planning to expose all his partners in crime from back in the day now that the lawsuits are getting more serious, and every day feels like one day closer to jail time. The latest update on Diddy supposedly ratting out everyone he has a history with is that he is exposing Jay-Z for unaliving his mistress, Kathy White, to protect Beyonce. If the name Kathy White does not sound familiar to you, it's because someone somewhere did a very good job of scrubbing her off the internet, and streets are saying that person is Jay-Z. For those of y'all that don't know who Kathy is, well, Kathy White, also known as Corey or Coriana, was a model and fitness expert who also ran her own PR firm, White Label PR. She used to hang around many celebrities, and she was actually close with a number of them, like Claudia Jordan and Jason Lee. In fact, Claudia Jordan, who has been described as a known homewrecker, used to join Kathy White in dating married men, and by that I mean stinking rich married men. Kathy herself is known to have admitted that she's here for a good time, not a long time. Unless a man has a net worth of at least 50 million, she won't pay him any attention. So, you can see how Jay-Z must have been the perfect match for her, even though they supposedly started dating long before he and Beyonce tied the knot. Rumors about the alleged affair between Jay-Z and Kathy sparked after Kathy and her BFF Claudia White were spotted at a Las Vegas nightclub partying with Jay-Z and Diddy. In fact, Jay-Z allegedly bought Kathy a $25,000 pair of Louis Vuitton shoes to wear that evening. Sources also reported that Jay was very particular about keeping the relationship low-key, so he would do things like ask her to bring a couple of friends along for a ride so it wouldn't look like they were a thing, which is what he did that evening. While they were in Vegas, Jay also reportedly took Kathy on a trip to the Bellagio casino, asking her to bring a few friends to their table. It looks like Jay was really taking care of Kathy, so much so that her friend Claudia Jordan was reportedly jealous of how Kathy always seemed to pull all the wealthier ballers and how she had over $100,000 worth of bags and $200,000 worth of shoes, and how she could just randomly buy her friend a $3,000 Louis Vuitton bag. So Jay was definitely doing right by Kathy. Well, until he started seeing her as a liability, and that's why it's interesting that in 2020, a blind item from Crazy Days and Nights said, "This A-list host model is also an actress. Our host has always stayed quiet about the death of her friend, but has become more convinced in years that the permanent A-list rapper had her friend killed. It just seemed too convenient that he wanted her out of the picture, and shortly after he said that, the friend ended up dead." It was then revealed that the A-list host was Claudia Jordan, Kathy's friend, and the rapper was Jay-Z. Well, as the saying goes, all that happens in the dark will eventually come to light. It didn't take long for people to start putting two and two together and figuring out that Kathy was Jay's mistress. Naturally, they started reaching out to her for comments on the situation, and about 2 weeks before she passed away, a major tabloid that was investigating the Jay-Z connection allegedly reached out to her. But, and this next part is important, Kathy strongly denied all allegations of having an affair with Jay. I'm not even surprised, given the lengths Jay went to make sure things stayed under wraps. He must have really made it clear to her that the moment she breathed a word about the affair to the public, the gig was up. But either Kathy finally got tired of living a lie, or she figured that with a baby on the way, Jay-Z wouldn't dare leave her hanging. Either way, she decided it was finally time to tell her story, and she allegedly hit Jay up to tell him she was going public with the affair for a price. However, reports reaching us say that first responders to the scene felt her death was suspicious. Also, at the time the news of Kathy passing away from a brain aneurysm got out, it was still too early to know for sure that that's what really happened. Besides, Kathy was young, fit, and healthy before she passed on, so her just randomly dropping dead from a brain aneurysm was just highly unlikely. A detective from the NYPD had this to say about her death. A 911 call from an apartment 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan. An ambulance came and took Kathy because she was sick. They took her to the Beth Israel Hospital, and that's where she expired. It's too early to be speculating that an aneurysm offed her. They will be doing an autopsy later today to check out her cause of death, but someone might have given Kathy a bad drug, so they'll do a toxicology report, and we'll have to wait 2 weeks for that report. What's crazy is that the report never came through, and even though literally every detective and cop who worked on Kathy's case felt the circumstances were suspicious, her cause of death was still ruled as a brain aneurysm. Girl, it sounds like someone was out there pulling strings to get that whole thing covered up, and this brings us back to
Woo, man, it's fit to get hot out here. Shoot, man, say somebody call 911. Say, man, Jay-Z and Diddy, boy, y'all in some hot water. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that situation in the comment section. How many of y'all out there remember Kathy White? That's what I want to know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let's go.
Have you heard the news updates about what's going on in Florida? About the new laws they've just passed? If you target a minor, 12 years and under, if you sexually target a minor, they've brought back the death penalty. It seems that the good folks of Florida have realized that their most precious commodity, their most precious resource, their most precious asset is children. So they've put forward laws and put them into place that if you sexually target a child, you're put to death. You know, I'm reminded of Christ. And I know some people say, oh, here we go again, he's talking about Jesus. Yeah, well, I have to, okay? He's my man. And I'll tell you, he did not advocate violence. He did not advocate violence at all. In fact, when Peter cut off the ear of the soldier as Christ is being arrested and Christ healed the soldier's ear, he rebuked Peter and said, live by the sword, die by the sword. But you know, there's one thing that Christ did say about those that do harm to children. I've mentioned it before and I'm going to keep saying it. He said it is better to have a millstone tied around your neck and be cast into the sea than to do harm to a child. And I got to say, I stand with my man Jay-Z on this. And I stand with the state of Florida and their decision for protecting children the way that we should be protecting children. Children are off limits. And I hope that the rest of the world really starts to see the importance of following suit. Because if we don't protect our children, a society is best judged by the way they treat their most vulnerable. Let's remember that.
Yes, sir. For real, man. Protect the children, y'all. We need to spread this law all over the world, all over the United States for sure. Because it's a problem, man. We got a major problem out here right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. ST, man. Come on, man. It's CST. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. CST. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a major problem out here, and we got to fix it, man. These are God.
Whitney Houston killers came into a hotel room, right? Yeah. That's a 5-star hotel. Hollywood Hilton, right? Beverly Hills Hilton. Can I ask you a question? Where the footage from the hallway? Where the footage from the hallway? Why we never saw the footage from the hallway? You know why? Because whoever had Whitney Houston murdered had enough power to make that footage disappear. But kill Whitney for what though?
That's what I was gonna ask though. What she was fighting for?
I'm gonna tell you what I think she was fighting for. What do all entertainers do when they run out of money?
So their masters publishing.
What's the first thing they start looking at?
They publishing their masters.
They publishing their masters and all the royalties that I never got.
Yes.
So Whitney Houston broke the Beatles record. Whitney Houston broke Elvis's record. Whitney Houston is the only black artist ever, not even Michael Jackson, to have 3 certified diamond albums. I Will Always Love You is the highest selling female song in world history. You understand me? Is she broke?
Facts.
Make it make sense, man. The math ain't mathing as y'all claim, huh?
I ain't never heard. Whitney was going to order an audit on her publishing, her royalties, her masters. And there's somebody who couldn't afford that to happen. And that's why Whitney not here. And isn't it ironic that Whitney Houston dies the same way that Jimi Hendrix dies? In a tub, in a hotel, allegedly from drugs. And we know why Jimi Hendrix was murdered, the greatest guitarist of all time, because Jimi Hendrix wanted to finance the Black Panther Party, but he didn't know that his agent, his manager, was an MI6 British intelligence agent.
What? Damn. Damn, they gonna have you mapped out.
And Prince was murdered because Prince didn't want to sell his unpublished music to Warner Brothers. And Michael Jackson was murdered because he didn't want to sell the Beatles catalog back to Sony Records. What you want to ask for? And R. Kelly went to jail because Sony Records wanted his catalog. R. Kelly is not in jail for pedophilia, although that's wrong and he should be if he's guilty. But that ain't why he there. White folks been knew he was doing what he was doing. R. Kelly didn't go to jail till R. Kelly start questioning control of his masters. Bill Cosby goes to jail because the second largest oil company in the world wanted to drill under his home in Massachusetts and he wouldn't let him. And the reason they brought up the lawsuit with the ugly old white women is to financially bankrupt Bill Cosby, so he got to sell the house and the oil company gets the oil. So
y'all say y'all want the truth, but y'all can't handle the truth, man. That's what I be getting out of it, because, man, y'all be... But some people in the comment sections be just lost in the sauce. Some of them just be wanting to talk, man. But hey, like I always say, man, if y'all liking the video so far, man, don't forget to hit that like button, man. You know it only take 3 seconds, man. That's it, man. Let's get it. Let's stop the hate.
This company right here, they control your life without you even knowing it. Wake up.
How much, Joe, have you looked at, you know, Larry Fink, Soros, State Street, you know, Vanguard, BlackRock? How much have you looked at what they're doing and what their ties are?
I've looked at it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're pretty much running everything.
Yeah.
S&P 500, you know, the number that 88% of the companies on S&P 500, 88% of them, the largest shareholder of those companies is either State Street, BlackRock, or Vanguard. 88% of them, okay? And then you see their influence in defense contracts, okay? So we went through a deal. I'm like, let me see if these guys, this ESG, Larry Fink, Vanguard, State Street, if they have any influence on military contract, defense contracts. If you Google the largest shareholder for Raytheon.
911, what are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is that my central light came on and I just happened to glimpse and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man or something. It looks like a man. I don't know what it was, just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was. Whatever it is, it's running. I couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it. But whatever it was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better... Come on, Gio!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
He's right...
Is he in your yard, sir?
Yeah, God, he's big.
Okay, what's he...
So I'm gonna guess most of you guys thought...
Say, man, how many of y'all would be out there like that on the phone talking like that? If you seen some creature like that, man, over 6 foot tall, man, probably taller than that guy. Man, that's crazy, man. I'll be running the other way, man. That's some stuff you see in a horror movie, man. Come on, man. People be tripping.
This audio recording was completely fake. But this time, I'm gonna let you listen to it completely unedited, no cuts. Let me know what you think. Here's part 1.
Art, answer the wild card line. My boyfriend is in a small plane north of Las Vegas, ready to fly into Area 51. He's been trying to call you by cell phone. And here he is. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello there. Is this Art Bell?
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah, my name, I won't give you my last name.
Okay, wait a minute, sir. Hold on. The fax is signed by somebody named who?
Jill.
Jill. That is correct. So you are the one.
That's my girlfriend.
Yes, sir. Where are you?
Girlfriend.
Well, I'm up here from Fort Worth in my little airplane. It's a long I built myself. It's a Bird Route 10 to...
Shout out to Texas, man. You know how we do it, big guy.
But the Ford Canard, I'm not sure if you know the kind. It's an experimental aircraft.
No, I'm not.
Classified that, but not anymore.
No, tell me about it. What kind of airplane is it?
Well, it's a long easy. It's got 120 horsepower like homing in it, but we had it board stroked and fixed it up a little bit. It usually flies around 140 to 160 indicated airspeed. I'm right now at 7,000 feet. You know where this place called Indian Springs is?
Indian Springs, yes.
Yeah. Well, I've been flying now for about 49 minutes here. between Beatty, is that what you call it, and Indian Spring. And I figure I'll just go on up here and try to get into this Area 51. I'm right south of this Nevada test site, or Nellis Air Force Base.
Listen.
And I'm right outside this restricted zone.
Listen to me. When you fly into that zone, they are going to either force you down or shoot you down. Don't you know that?
Well, you know, I've been in a lot of Air Force bases, and I'm in the Air Force for many years. I'm ex-Air Force, but I'm just going to tell you that, you know, as American citizen, we have the right to know what's up there in this Area 51. And I've been listening to you boys talk about this. Hold on here, I'm making a turn. And, just a sec here. And I'm going to go on up there and see what's going on. And I just wanted to let you know about that before I do that, don't you know?
How long do you estimate it's going to be before you...
I figure about 12, 14 minutes. I can crank this baby up a little bit here. Let's do that. Let's crank this thing on up. We got some pretty good mountains here off to my west, don't you know? I'm turning up north right now, and I can see the Air Force Base out there in the distance. It's got 3 runways. It looks like they're all lit up. And A-shaped. Looks like north-south. Got a lot of desert up here, don't you, boys?
A lot of desert, yes.
A lot of desert.
You're liable to get yourself killed.
That boy say you got a lot of desert up here, don't you, boys? Hey, man, y'all know how we do it in Texas. Y'all can hear it in the accent, man. Deep South, man. You know what's up. But, hey, what y'all think about that clip, though? Would y'all be trying to fly to Area 51? Do y'all think he was right about what he's saying? I'm talking about the guy from Texas. Let me know what y'all think about that down below in the comment section.
You're liable to get yourself killed.
I'm sorry, sir. You have to speak so loud. I cranked this engine all the way up here. I hope
I said you're liable to get yourself killed.
Well, we'll get up there in a few minutes, yeah, and we're just going to see what's going to happen, because this is I've got Red Crosses painted on this baby, and I got hospital on it, see? And maybe they're going to think that I'm on some kind of a mercy flight, and I'm just off course. And I've got the radios cut off, because you can have radio failure, don't you know? And so I'm going to hold this thing steady here, about around 6,800 feet.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm a American. My family has been American for years, and I want to get down in here, and I want to find out what's happening.
All right, then why are you doing it at night?
Because that's the best way to get in here.
But even if you manage to overfly the area,
I'm in the restricted zone. I just entered the restricted zone. I see a bunch of lights out there. Looks like some kind of a searchlight coming on.
You're in the restricted zone now?
I just crossed that restricted zone. I'm going to drop this thing down.
I'm telling you, you're going to get shot down.
Hold on here now. I got my pressure suit on. I don't really need one of this kind of aircraft. It's not like a jet, but it helps when I make the tight turns here. And I'm going to cut down here. Now, let's see what these boys are going to do. I don't see anybody coming up here yet. I just see a bunch of lights. But I'm pretty far from that Area 51. I figure about another 8-9 minutes here. And it's hard to calculate it right now trying to talk to you. I'm trailing an antenna out here about 30 feet so I can keep this phone conversation. If we get cut off, then... But I'm going to go up here and see what's going on. They say there's a bunch of UFOs and there's all kind of things out here. And I want to get this baby right down here about 1,000 feet. And we're going to see if there's any UFOs or anything out here, what's going on.
Listen, I think you're making a mistake.
Well, sir, I might be, but, our tax dollars pay for all this. And these boys, they've been hiding everything under all this black projects and all this grave funding and all this kind of thing.
Sir, hold it. Don't you think that we have a right to national security secrets?
I think we have, not really, because they have these K-11 and K-15 satellites up there, and the Ruskies, they know what we're doing, and the Chinese, they've got satellites down here. They know what's going on. The only thing that don't know what's going on is the common folks like me and you, and us common folks got a right to know because we're funding all this.
How long have you been planning this?
I got this thing down here about 1,000 feet. I've been planning this thing now. I'm right on the deck, not quite on the deck. I'm at 1,000 feet. Boy, they got light bulbs popping feet. Boy, they got light bulbs popping up everywhere. I'm telling you, they got searchlights. There's about 4 of them out here. And I've been planning this now for, anywhere from a month to 6 weeks. It took me a while to paint up the plane because I had to use that Imron. It's the only thing that stick to this gel coat I got on this. This thing's built out of Kevlar and carbon fiber. I got it stressed 8G positive, 10G negative. It's overbuilt. I'll tell you what, I want to get down here and squirm like a little frog that's been stepped on by a big dog when I get down here. In a few minutes here, I'll tell you that. Because I'm not going to... Hey, looks like there's a F-16 coming up here.
I wouldn't be surprised. You're making a mistake.
He's scrambling somebody down there. He's got some afterburners on because I can see him. He's about 5 miles out. That old boy is cranking. Yes, sir. And I see something opening up here on the ground. It's I'm pretty low now. I'm starting to pick up all kind of buildings down here. I see something here is level with the ground, and they're opening this thing up. There looks like something's coming up out of that. I can't tell you what it is. It must be on some kind of a. Hold on here. I got to make this turn.
All right.
I think this old boy's going to head up here for me.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, he's going to be up here right directly because he's in F-16. Sure as hell. He's coming. Hold on here.
I would advise you to turn your.
We can do this.
I would advise you to turn on your radio.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We can do this now. Come on here. Hold on. This old boy's coming up here. Now he's got his lights. He's got his lights on and he's flashing me.
Yeah, he's probably.
All right, I'm waving at him. No radio. No radio. No radio. He don't know that.
Well, if I were you, I'd turn it on.
Folks are listening to Art Bell because everybody listens to Art Bell.
Well, maybe if you're making,
I gotta get some air.
You're making a bad calculation because if they're not listening, you're going to be shot down.
I don't know what he's going to do here. He's rocking his wings at me right now. He's rocking his wings and he's cutting in front of me. And you know this. Don't cut in front of me now, because if he cuts that close, stay off. Stay off. He get his vortex from his engine, from Pratt & Whitney engine. We're gonna, just like twin tornadoes, if he gets too close, stay off, boy. Hold on there, I'm getting down on the deck. I'm going in, I'm getting down there. He ain't gonna get...
Telling you, I got a lot more of that before this TikTok ban go on. Y'all, for real, let's get it though. Hit that like button.
Let me tell y'all a true story, so boom, pay attention, watch this video to the end. So, do you know who this is in this statue right here? It's Satan, but it gets crazier. You ready for this? Now notice the chain on his foot. You see it, right? You see the chain on his foot? Alright. You ready for this? I got you. 1 second. Now notice the chain on this foot. Y'all should know which foot this is. I shouldn't even have to say nothing. Alright guys, you ready? Stay with me. I'm gonna show y'all something, B. Now, do you notice that the crown in his hands has 7 points on it, right? Stay with me, guys. Make sure you watch this video to the end. This is crazy. Now, do you see what's on the floor, right? An apple and a torch. You see the torch on the floor, right, guys? Stay with me, B. Stay with me. This is crazy. He's holding a torch, and there's a 7-point crown on his head. Remember the apple that was on the bottom of the statue of Satan? What do they call New York City? The Big Apple. Where is this statue at? New York City. What I'm trying to tell you is, the Statue of Liberty is Satan himself. Stop playing with me, son. Don't ever say I didn't teach y'all nothing. It's in plain sight. So, you got a statue of Satan right in New York City, and people been thinking it was a Statue of Liberty the whole time? Stop playing with me, son. So what I'm gonna do is go over there and knock that statue off, straight up and down. TikTok, this is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm just joking, right? Come on. I'm just playing around. This ain't real. This is all for fun, jokes, and let's just laugh about it. Yeah? Ain't nothing funny.
Holy smoke.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about that theory down below in the comment section. This is not the first time I showed y'all a video about that. I'm pretty sure this is not the first time y'all heard about it, and it's not too far-fetched.
You're not going to believe this, but...
Well, it looks like you guys have officially caused Drake to leave the country. As we are hearing here today, Drake has put up his last property in the United States for sale. He has also put his baby mama and his son on a flight out the country. Could this be because these allegations are accurate? If so, why not go to the state or the country where you have a bunker and lay low? So, as we are hearing today, it is official. Drake is fleeing the country. That beef with Kendrick Lamar, whatever that man may know, and I believe there's more to come, has put Drake on the run. I'm out.
Hey Drake. Kendrick made you put the skates on, boy.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51.
I think it's incredibly important to listen to the specific words that Grush uses. You know, Grush never said extraterrestrial or alien. He said interdimensional. I think that that's incredibly important because those are the types of things that when we go in there, there's just certain things that I think that it's important that you guys listen to on that.
I'm going to get clarification.
Yes,
you said interdimensional. I mean, now, what does that term, is this something that bends time and space? What are you getting at?
I think that Grush, when I had talked to him on whether these were specifically extraterrestrials or alien in origin, he said interdimensional. He refused to use certain terms, and I think that's incredibly important because I think that that's really the question we're all wanting to know, right? And so I'm actually going to have a sit-down conversation with him and ask him to come back and talk to us directly because it seems that we are getting more information from the source than going into a skiff and then not being able to tell you guys what we're talking
about. Is this stuff that we just as humans might not be able to understand if it's interdimensional?
I think that we can understand it. I think that it's just, it's an approach, right? I mean, like, remember, we just now for the first time in history really had Congress have whistleblowers come forward credible that we're telling the entire world that there is something other than human life forms. Grush said that those were interdimensional beings. He refused to use extraterrestrial and alien. I think that's important to note.
Pay attention to the wording all the time, y'all. I'm telling you. Don't be.
They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military. I'm sorry, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, Art.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting.
Come on. That's it. Come on.
Do y'all see the carvings around that tunnel? Obviously, that's like some stuff, you know, demonic stuff. And that was obviously a demon or some type of demonic force in the flesh, man. Yes, that was real, man. That was real. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. Project Abigail. And yes, this is real footage. This is of a doctor who experimented on his own daughter. Yeah, demonic experiments. Why couldn't he find somebody else? Who knows, man? Nobody else wanted to volunteer to be experimented on like nowadays, man. That's the real answer. That's the truth. But why use your daughter, man? It's crazy. Some scientists, man, I feel like they don't have a heart, man. They don't love anything but science. It's all, everything is science. Their life is science. But then again, that's how they, you know, become so well known and so sufficient at their abilities, you know, in the scientific field. Nobody's heard of her since. Some people still say that, you know, she still haunts the Area 51 grounds, you know, the area surround the Area 51, you know, so we don't know. But like I say, man, there's a bunch of stories out there, and we could do a deep dive, man, because it's really interesting. I watched and read up on some more stuff, but if y'all want to get into that, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down below in the comment section. With that said, that's the end of this video, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. If you've been kicking it with me from the jump to now, I appreciate it. It's been cool kicking with y'all. It's your boy Koozie. I'm out. Y'all take it easy. Holla.